we are starting. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to It's Cosplay Time. As always, I am Chris, aka Mr. Zoom _ 2028, with our special guest.
Already messed it up. My name is Travis. Pushes up glasses. idontmainjager.
I'm Emmy, but soywht on TikTok.
And let's start the show.
It's already going
if
off.
my
Good.
phone didn't close itself. Alright. How did you find out about TikTok / Musical.ly?
I saw those like cringe compilation videos on YouTube and was like, oh hell yeah, I want to be part of that shit. And then went on it and started seeing the cosplays and I was like, maybe I should do some of this.
Maybe some potential.
Yeah.
Corrupt some souls.
TikTok owns my life now.
It is now the sole contractor of my life. For me, I was the same way. Compilations. I was like, whoa, there's some memesters on here. It's time to join the forces. And just did 4 videos, exactly 4. And the 4th video blew. And I was like, you know what? There's probably more to this. And just started going from there.
Alright.
Is Emmy's screen frozen?
Looks like it.
Oh, uh-oh. Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
I thought she was just really in concentration on listening to you.
No. No. See, I'm not the only one having Wi-Fi problems. This is why. Could just be her internet in general, but just saying, we have Skype, so.
Yeah. Alright, let's give it a second.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oof. Big oof.
We are now experiencing technical difficulties.
Do you not like edit any of this?
I would if I had a better editing program.
I mean, the one I have is a little expensive. However, it goes on sale half the time. Sony Vegas.
Yeah.
It's one of the older ones though, so it's cheaper. It was like $100. I got mine for like $40 though when it was on sale. So it goes on sale all the time on Steam because of the new ones. So I recommend grabbing those. They're very simple to use.
Alright, let's try this again.
Oof. Do. I'm so excited. I got my Nafumi cosplay in. I'm Rising of a Shield Hero. Can't wait to do that. Well. What did the Brits bring in?
You're finally awake.
It's being so bad.
You're finally awake. What did you do? Still a sweet roll?
It's not normally this bad. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's the curse of the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Could be Skype. Could be your country's internet, which they ban memes. So, makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, and I found TikTok from my friend who was addicted. I am no longer friends with that friend, so.
You know when they're a true friend when they show you TikTok. Like, hey man.
Yeah.
Except for when they decide to cut you out of their life after.
Into pieces, suffocation, no breathing.
Yeah.
Stop. I'm gonna stop you right there.
I know so many song
content
references.
is too high. Favorite characters to cosplay as?
In Siege or in general?
I'd say in general.
I think my favorite character is Jiro from Boku no Hero, purely because it's the least amount of shit to wear. Like, this is killing me right now. It's so hot in here. Ash isn't too bad either, just because she hasn't got really anything on. This is the worst, by far.
Cardboard. Phone.
It's, like, solid.
You actually put more effort into it than I thought. You know.
Yeah. Like...
That's what
solid.
we call, in the medieval, the hard breastplate.
Yes. I've also like the just like flakes, so
Extremely good.
fun to play with.
And then I'm over here in plate carrier material,
Yeah.
but also a sweater.
That's also what I've got underneath, is a plate carrier.
For me, I'd say the easiest is what I'm doing. Dwight, t-shirt, hat, pants. It's really not that hard. I mean, so far from what I'm learning is that clone trooper outfit is also okay. However, I think the worst is Jaeger, just because there's like 5 layers I gotta put on. So
Yeah.
that's fun, to the point where, like I said earlier, I gotta get a cooling shirt just to handle all the heat from dying.
I do notice in the background of all your TikToks there's a fan going. There's always a fan in the corner.
Yeah, I have 2 fans, my ceiling fan and my mini fan, and that helps a bit in situations where I just take off my ski mask and I'm just like, so that helps. Yeah, people notice too many things in my background.
Yeah, I had to clear like my background like out of everything I don't want seen like out of the shot, like just squished to the corner.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I did a video last night of me lying on the ground, and I was like, well, that's 2 hangers, a pair of underwear, and a t-shirt.
For me, it's people think I have serious like drama problems. I've had alcohol in the background. They're like, "Are you okay? Do you have a serious problem?" I'm like, "No, I just." Is it bad that I drink occasionally? I don't understand. I've had things where people will point out things I would never bother to ever really care about, whether it be other outfits in the background, to games in the background, or just in general collector stuff. So it's just like that.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had a cooling shirt, because that live stream thing I did with Quasi Bella, that was a long time wearing just the, like wearing all this stuff.
Yeah. I could tell. I watched you guys for quite a while, and she was dying with the wig at that point. And I noticed you were like, I would assume sweating out of your mind to the point where with sweat was soaking up.
Oh yeah, plus the plate carrier I'm wearing, like, after I ate dinner on stream, it's like all the food, there's a belt on the inside of it, like all the food got trapped like above the belt.
Oh.
So like that's why I was quiet for like the end of the stream. Was like, I do not feel good.
Yeah,
I'd probably like light dehydration too.
Yeah, never go on a like just jug a lot of water. Never just straight alone eat food after a while. I've learned that the hard way. I easily got sick and it felt like I wanted to pass out.
What is that?
Notification. Quizabella, meanwhile.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. Talking about wigs. Right.
There's the battery.
Alright, good. You didn't freeze. I thought you froze for a second.
No.
What? Am I disconnecting again?
No.
No, it's just you were looking off like last time, and I thought you froze again.
You just had to do it to you.
My boyfriend just walked in, and he's messing with shit in the background, so...
By the way, did you ever get your helmet?
No.
You gotta get your helmet.
Oh, sorry. I forgot! Plus,
Stuff getting taken off of TikTok for stupid reasons.
So, like, violations.
Well, like, whenever it's like us cosplayers, it's like most of the time not even violations. It's like, oh, I don't like this. I'm gonna get it removed.
Stuff gets taken down by
Well, like, TikTok says it's violations, but it's more like violations.
It's really not.
I mean, some of the stuff I know I got taken out. I had his historian video, I like to call it, taken down, which was doing the D-Day anniversary thing, which I didn't get to mention much last time. But yeah, it just all I had was the orange bright ass tip of my gun showing, and I just was doing a World War II kind of thing. And I got so frustrated that I got taken down because there was no, in my sense, violation. It was just, I made it quite obvious that it was a fake prop. It's just things of foam swords or obvious fake gun that is not a threat or harassing anybody really. That gets on my nerves and they get taken down.
Excuse me. Unplugging my light. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, I have a lot of vids with this. Very fake, very blue, plastic all over it, get taken down. There's like 2 videos that are still up, but the rest got removed like immediately.
Which is why I've started using this.
Like, does this look real?
Yeah, there's 2 that's been there so far. The most recent ones I've gotten are with this, and that hasn't gotten taken down yet. And then there's my actual spring airsoft pistol, and everyone keeps on saying it looks like black ice, which I'm like, all right, I'll just go ahead. And
I'll go with it.
I'll go with it. I'll go with it, Chief. Sure, you guys think it's black ice. Their imaginations are wild. Yeah, that's one way I've been just avoiding it, is just extremely obvious colors. That's why you see with the his assault rifle that I got, I spray painted it like bright ass orange. That way it was way too obvious. So
yeah, but like I've had a video like I was just holding like a foam katana like on my shoulder, got removed almost immediately.
To be fair, it's normal because someone's reported the video, and rather than checking it to see what's actually on it, they just immediately take it down and just pray you don't like open a case about it, which is really fucking stupid.
I know for a while I had like the it's under review like right as I post stuff. I had that for a while. That was fun.
I've had that for a short period during the Foray War videos. I had a bunch of painted Nerf guns I did, and some of them did look real, but I just avoided those. Most of them I essentially sucked up their toes in order to see if I can get them past, because I'll just write things like, there's no harassing, there's no bullying, there's nothing wrong here, nothing to see here, Chief. And I just suck little toes in the little what is it, the thing that explains
right stuff.
Yeah, where you want to like make sure your video gets put back up, however the process is called. I just, in a nutshell, suck their toes and see, and it's a 50-50 half the time.
You and their toes.
Yeah, half the time they'll leave it on, the other half they won't, so it's a 50-50.
I remember like my first video wearing this got removed. And all I was doing was standing there doing the knife hand at someone.
I got banned from doing lives. I've never done a live before on TikTok ever. I tried to do it once and it said I was banned.
Yeah. This is why I'm not trusting the lives right now. I'm not going to do a live on TikTok. And I really would like to.
Yeah.
But I'm going to wait until they do their research and actually fix that stuff, because that's too dangerous. I don't want to get my thing banned for no reason, because what, 3 or 4 Siege community members so far have been banned, and only one of them was kind of rightfully banned. But to be fair, he kept on showing off all his airsoft guns, which is, I guess, okay, but that still kind of violates the rules in some way. Yeah, it's still guns. That's why another thing I do is whenever I did my lives or did my videos is always look in my background to see if there's guns or props in the background. Because with you, Chris, you always had your Soldier 76 gun, or you had Nerf guns laying around. And I'm
like, they're obviously fake guns, though.
I know, but
conventions are okay with them coming in. So I don't know why TikTok has a problem.
I know, but people are dicks, and they'll like screenshot it, and they'll be like, "Look, it's a gun."
That's why this is my background now, because there was things in the background that were getting reported. So I'm like, a wall. That's it. Nothing else.
That's why I have 4,000 different items in my background. We'll never know. I have to scan through everything.
It's also one of the reasons for like lives. It's one of the reasons Quasi and I did Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, besides the double hosted stream.
Yeah, it's much easier to do on Instagram because of just in general, you have a little bit more freedom. And the thing that sucks is during your TikTok lives, you can't really look back too far into comments. You can't see who donated at all.
Yeah.
They have a lot of issues. Their next update needs to fix the streaming stuff. So I'd say that's their next update. They need.
And I would also hope for double hosted streaming, or like 4 or whatever.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite convention to go to?
I only ever go to MCM, so that's it. The most recent one I went to in London was my favourite, though. I had a lot of fun there. Got to finally meet all of my like online Siege buddies, which was great, and we stayed in flats with them, so that was like a lot of fun.
Oh gosh, the
shenanigans. To go again.
And
now you must come to see the unholiness that is the American Siege community.
I would, if I could afford it, I would definitely come over.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I can't.
At some point, who knows? Like I said, eventually in the far future, we all need to get set up. At least we can get maybe a good. I want to say it's possible we can get a good 80% of us off the server, and it's good. I'd say that's accurate.
I was talking to Cameron and Squish Lad, because they're both from here. I was like, well, we could go together, like meet at the airport and go together if we were to like go over to you guys. So it'd be easy that way. We could probably stay together somewhere as well, cheaper, somewhere close to the con.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there'd be trouble like bringing my helmet over there. Because actually, I think I'd probably have to take the face shield off and like wrap it in bubble wrap or whatever.
I think you'd be fine, because like my boyfriend does Rook and he has the same helmet as you, and we took that through like central London, like big boy London, and they had no problem with it. So.
No, I'm thinking about how the baggage handlers handle the baggage for airports in America. Maybe throw in the bags.
Yeah, however, yours is a pretty much easily replaceable helmet that you can get, so I don't think it's a big deal. However, something like mine is not easily replaceable, and I definitely want them held responsible at all times with the amount. So, yeah, I can understand it costs a lot of money to come over here, and plus, I mean, don't you have to get passports over here, or is it okay to temporarily visit over here? I forget how they changed the rules now.
I think it's okay to visit, like, for a holiday.
I see, okay. So, well, then that shouldn't be too much of a problem that wise. I think it's only, like, just money-wise. And
yeah,
if you have
we'd
all the
research it
gear,
properly, obviously, when we got serious about it, but right now it's not an option, but definitely in the future at some point, especially when the lads are older, because they're still, like, young, like 16 under, so maybe
Yeah,
when they're
I didn't know they were that young.
Squish lad's like 14 and Cameron's 16.
well, they do it pretty well for that
Yeah.
age. So
Well, isn't Spacey like 16 as well? And
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, the only con I've really gone to was SuperCon in Miami, and that was a wreck. But at the same time, I had a lot of fun. They had a very Miami has a lot of very iffy rules of at cons, and uh, it was a fun experience. I have hundreds of photos, and I have a famous photo in the back here of half of the Overwatch cast. I was able to get sneaking in the background, which I could send over Skype later, but it was fantastic to meet everybody. It was extremely fun. It's just some con rules in America are just outrageously weird. They don't follow half of them. Like
Yep.
they have
Yeah.
two rules in particular that were broken, and half the time they didn't care, which is no obvious lewd cosplays that are showing off too much, and I definitely saw a lot of things that was breaking the rules. And there was kids around there. So number two was no airsoft guns or any like realistic looking weapons. However, the vendors were selling realistic looking weapons and airsoft kind of knockoffs.
Yeah.
And they I try to bring in some obvious fake looking guns, and legitimately the police would sit there and be like, yeah, it's real looking, and it's bright lime green, direct. It looks like a RoboCop weapon that
Yeah.
says toy gun on the side of him, big white letters. The cop said the volunteer and the cop looked at it and they like, that's for real. I'm like, all right, it was a $1 item, trash. So, and meanwhile, straight up somebody brought in a metal katana. That was okay. Someone brought in an airsoft gun. That was okay. I don't know how they got that in. So half the time they don't care.
It depends what person you go to in the line, because
I
it's the
guess
same
so.
here. Like we got through with like airsoft pistols, and then like another group of our friends went through a different way and got stopped, and the dude was like, "They're real. I'm not letting you in with those. Go away." Like sent them away, even though they were very, very obviously fake, like completely deactivated, nothing inside, no internals or anything, and they still got turned away for it purely because the guy was a dick. So
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but otherwise, I had extremely tons of fun, so I'd say that's my favorite, no, pretty much only.
My favorite has always been LA Comic Con, mainly because it was Stan Lee's con before. And I actually got to see him one time, but he had too big of bodyguards for me to approach. Like,
So,
they were some moto looking brothers. But like the community around that con is pretty good because we always see like some of the same like bigger cosplayers always going.
mm-hmm.
But there are a few of like the celebrity guests that aren't too nice, who think they're like way bigger, way larger celebrity than they actually are.
yeah,
Like they're like a TV star, but have the ego of like an A-list movie star.
Yeah.
But then there's the nice stars who like don't even charge for like autographs or pictures.
Oh, yeah.
They're the real MVP.
Yeah, like Marty from Courage the Cowardly Dog, I got to meet him at SuperCon. The man didn't want to charge almost nothing. He was the most wholesome, like animated like voice actor I've seen. He was real wholesome. However, on the other hand, Willem Shatner, ugh, that man's a dick. Ain't gonna lie. He's no longer the young captain that we knew from Star Trek. So the man was not really. too happy with everybody.
I think the only person I've ever wanted to actually meet was Tomska. Like, when I found out that he was there, I was fucking excited. I was in the queue, and I was, like, really worried that he'd be charging for signatures or whatever. But he didn't. He was so nice. He took millions of selfies on my phone and signed everything and gave me a hug and everything. I almost cried afterwards.
Celebrities who don't charge almost nothing or don't charge at all, they're the real MVPs. William Shatner was charging $110.
110?
$110 for an autograph and more for pictures and video.
We're nerds. We don't have that kind of money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, this dude is washed up. He's not doing anything. Why am I... Meanwhile, half the Overwatch cast was charging between $20 to $35. The Curse Kelly Dog guy, he charged at the most $10. He split his prices twice. But like, I can understand paying like a low fee, but dear goodness, really, like $100, $80. There were some voice actors and actors charging a whole lot of money. I saw Vic before he got kicked out of Funimation. He's the guy who did Full Metal Alchemist and all that. Yeah, I met a lot of good celebrities. Some of them were good, some of them were very bad. So it's a mix.
We met the voice actor for Ash at con when we were there. She was really nice. There was like a group of like 10 of us, and I was late to it. And like I come around the corner and I saw like 3 calves and everything, and then they were all like squatting and lying on the floor and leaning and everything. And who was it? Was it Jackal that did it? That hit her on the head with his gun? Doc. The Doc cosplayer was like really tall, and he was doing this like very aggressively, and he like whacked her on the side of the head and was knocked her out. It was funny. But she was charging like 15 for signatures, and the Jaeger that was with us got his helmet signed, so he's got like watch for the blast and then like her signature and everything. She was like really nice. There's a video of all of us on her Twitter like harassing her by her booth. It was a good time.
See, that's what I would really like to do, is meet any of the, just in general, cast for Siege, because now that I've met half the Overwatch cast, I feel pretty complete with me on them. I still need to meet the voice actor for Soldier 76 so he can sign my mask. Otherwise, it's breathtaking when you see those kinds of people.
I must touch your face.
Is this the real hitbox?
Wow, there actually is a hitbox.
Wow, there's a hitbox.
Just pull up. Where is the hitbox?
Give me all the cuddles in the bag.
To be fair, all the voice actors from Siege seem to be really friendly. I saw a story on Reddit before of a dude that had found out who was like the voice of Doc, found his Facebook, creepy, but found his Facebook, messaged him and was like, hey, you're Doc's voice actor, right? And he was like, yep. And he sent him stuff. He was like, can I have your address to send you stuff? And he was like, yeah, whatever. Sent him a poster and
friendly,
like, something like this.
Do that.
He signed it and then sent it back. He actually signed it. Like...
Yeah, where's your address so I can kill you? Yeah, it's right over here.
Yeah.
So I can show up to your house unannounced.
Let me send you some stuff, and then just turns up, like sending yourself in a box.
Well, I'm assuming he has like a P.O. box.
It probably was that. But...
Yeah, that's a little bit safer.
Yeah.
So I can show up in full cosplay and caress your face in your sleep.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Imagine just waking up and having like somebody cosplay a character you voiced like right in front of your face.
Like...
It's like, I don't know if this is a dream or real. I hope it's a dream.
I'm not sure if I should be appalled or should be worried.
Alright, next question. If my phone would stop locking. Favorite slash least favorite thing about cosplay?
The favorite and least favorite is kind of the same thing. Like making it. Like I love making stuff because it's like something to do that gets you creative or whatever. But I also fucking hate it because it sometimes is so frustrating if you can't get something right. This was a nightmare to make because I wasn't happy with it and I kept like ripping parts off and then putting it back on, sanding it, putting more on and ripping more stuff off. And I almost didn't do Mirror. Like I almost just said like, fuck it, I'm gonna do Cav again. But now I'm glad that I did. So it's like I love it and also hate it at the same time.
Oh, that's how I feel about all my armors I've made.
Yeah.
I think
Which is why my last one, I just bought the chest plate because it was going to be too hard to make. Where do you... There he is.
yeah, sorry, it's turning on a light to maybe make it a little better for me. I'd say the obvious one, which is overheating, and then the breaking down of your outfit in a con, or when you're doing videos or anything. You start the actual, because I just got my Rising of a Shield Hero character, and I'm like already looking at this. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna get destroyed and what I should improvise with, because I know things are gonna get destroyed at a con or doing a video. So I'm just the first time you panic and you don't know what to do when you break your props or your
Yes.
outfit, you panic and you're thinking it's over, I'm done. Like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
And then the obvious overheating, which is obvious by itself.
Yeah.
I think the best part is when you figure out how to actually put things back together after it breaking. You're like, holy shit, I'm a genius. And then I think about this.
Jimmy Neutron, like brain blast
Yeah,
moment.
just
Like,
blink.
yeah.
I don't know, like, I built the 3D maneuvering gear from Attack on Titan, like, from scratch when I did a Levi cosplay. Having those, like, things on my legs, walking through a crowded Comic-Con, like, the Merchants Hall or whatever, that was a heart attack and a half.
I can relate to that because I did the same thing. I'm wearing my Levi wig right now. Yeah, that they fell apart very quickly. So did my like the leather straps that cover the whole body. They just snapped. Every walk was like a.
Yeah, I had to
I actually
reinforce mine.
sync them to the legs.
But, like, those were hard as hell to put together when I first got the costume. The leather straps, because I actually bought the straps.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, we said this was like a size large or whatever, but it's really a size like medium. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I hate about when I buy cosplays. It's just like a lot of times the sizes lie.
Yeah, because China.
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 Because then I bought a Zoom from the Flash cosplay, and I thought it was going to be in Chinese size, but then, Lord behold, it was American size and is way too big. And then I found
Always
out the
check
company was actually an
top.
American company.
Yeah, for the recent one I got, they had the measurements on eBay, so I was like, all right. And I sat there and did all my measurements. And I'm like, I could get a large, but then I'm looking back, and I'm like, nope, gotta get XL. They're gonna be bigger, and I just got it, and I was completely right. So, worked in my favor.
It's always easy to go a size up because you can always tailor it rather than getting it too small because then you're fucked.
Yep.
That's true.
Oh, because for Attack on Titan, the white skinny jeans were not fun.
No. White jeans do nothing for nobody. Never mind when you're like plus size. No.
Because much like Rook, I am a thick boy.
Same.
The thickness consumes.
Oh, yeah, and a favorite for me was also when you find like when there's like a little kid or whatever who like really likes the character you're cosplaying, and you can see like the joy in their eyes.
Oh, it's happened to me. It's happened to me as Soldier 76, and the
Hate it.
problem. I like it
I hate it.
You don't like the little goblins?
No, I don't mind the young children, but I went as widow one year, and there was this one
Ooh,
guy that had like calling me off and talking to me as I was the actual character, and he wanted to record me saying like a voice line or something, and I was like, I really don't want to do that, and he was like, oh please, please just do it. So then I just did it, and he followed us around for the next like 2 days afterwards, which was really
Oh,
creepy. Didn't
no,
like it at all.
somebody has a real problem. For me, I've only had like 2 weird experiences, but it could have been just a coincidence. One was I was being followed around by a furry for quite a while, and that was awkward. But I think it was just we were going the same way because I took a different turn. I never saw them again. So, but probably just a coincidence. It was just they followed me around for a good, I want to say, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and like I said, I don't know if we were going to the same event or not, but they kept on squeaking the little toy, whatever they communicate with, and trying to communicate with me. I'm going, hi, and that's about
English,
it.
motherfucker, do you speak it?
Speak it, pretty much. Um, Otherwise, kids-wise, I've had a few kids take a picture with me. I I have an obsession now with if I take a picture with anybody, I want to find it on social media. I go on a hunt to see if I
Yeah,
can
same.
Cosplay
find it.
cards, those
I
help.
I could not find a single picture of me and that kid or anybody else. I've taken at least a good, I want to say 40 pictures. The only ones I could find was the big group photos with some of the cast. Um, I met a kid who was actually cosplaying as Echo, which was adorable. There was a kid who I didn't get to see, but a lot of Siege cosplayers there mentioned was a Blitz cosplayer. They had a full like cardboard shield and everything.
Oh,
It
that's
was
so
pretty
cute.
wholesome. I think it was the same kid as the Echo. They just changed next day. Um, I seen a couple of Siege cosplayers. Some of them were struggling. There was a Sledge cosplayer that he was struggling with his gas mask because it was just pure fog. I just gave him a little spray that would help against that.
Yeah.
Um, I believe I met one of the Siege cosplayers from TikTok before he became unactive for a while, which was one of the original bandits on TikTok before he stopped posting for a while. I met him at the con before I started on TikTok, but we found each other by luck. We started messaging each other, so that was a weird coincidence.
Well, I was cosplaying as Deathstroke at WonderCon this year, and I had a little girl come up and grab a part of my armor just because she wanted a picture. Like she ran from her parents to go grab me for a picture, and like one of those like little kids that like only goes up to like mid thigh, but I was like, someone's touching me and I can't see. I was like, oh, child, who do you
Oh,
belong to?
child. Oh, a child.
Have
I
you
was
ever
like,
been recognized from TikTok though, like at a con?
if I have, they haven't said it. But it's like I don't know. I'm like one of the only 2 Zoom cosplayers in California. So and we were both there at the con that time, and it was like, hey, it's Zoom. Like, do you mean me or the other guy? But it's always cool to find someone who's like wholesomely likes your character.
Yeah.
I'd say that's pretty good. Like I only did Soldier 76 at the con and the Division Agent. And I've had a few people take a picture with me in the Division outfit, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I remember." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember that shit game," but it had a good, interesting story. Yeah. I had a
Yeah.
few people giving me the looks too, and they started chatting about the game. I'm like, "Ugh, I know how bad the game is, but I love the background story." For Soldier 76, I had, like I said, a lot of pictures. I had a lot of fun, and people just kept on asking me questions and just having fun with me. So.
Oh, the one thing I don't like though is like when someone tries to like test your knowledge on like the character or the show that you're
Oh, I
cosplaying
hate
from,
that
and like
shit.
and it's like some like little like niche question that like barely anybody knows. Like, you're not good if you don't know.
Or the
That
correction of an outfit.
yeah, that kind of links into like the rant I had on Twitter a while ago about like skin color and stuff like that. Like, if your nipples don't harden at the exact same speed as the op you're cosplaying as, it's not accurate, and you're not allowed to cosplay as them anymore. That's the new rule.
I've
It's
had
not
a,
allowed.
I remember when I did Soldier 76, I had somebody try to correct my jacket style during the con, which was the worst part. However, they were nice, but she said she was obsessed with Soldier, and she was dressed up as a May cosplayer, so I give her that benefit of the doubt. I could have just roasted her too. But she's like, you did the bottom half of your jacket wrong. You're supposed to have that the little belt hooked up, and I'm like, no. Just you look at the character model. Sorry. Nice try though.
I know the material.
I know the material. Get out of my way.
Well, because like also like I've been called like Fat Green Arrow, Fat Zoom a few times. Like, but it was like they thought they were saying it quietly, but it's like, yeah, I heard you. Somehow the room went quiet enough for me to hear you.
Thanks.
Yeah, good job there, bud.
Way to compliment. Yeah, people are like that's they're they're assholes when they do that, unfortunately. There are times when even I can't help myself, but most of the time I've gotten to the point where it just doesn't matter since I'm now. Because before I wanted to cosplay and it was like give me during that con giving it a try, and it changed my world. Now that I'm in that mindset of spending all my money on cosplaying, having those real problems,
Yeah.
and then realizing people like what I'm doing, I'm like, this is a whole new world.
A whole new world.
A whole new world.
And that's enough before we get copyrighted. I don't know. All in all, cosplay is still fun and one of my favorite things. This like the super like anime dab.
Yeah. The Dragon Ball Z dab.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers when Dragon Ball started it.
I was there when it began. You merely adopted it.
I was there before it was cool.
Make or buy cosplay.
I don't know. It depends if I've got time, like a whole year to make something before a con. I'll try and make it, but sometimes I'm just lazy. If I look at something, I'm like, yeah, I can do that. I'll do it. If I look at it and it's like, no, no fucking way, I'll just buy it. Like
It's also about price for that.
I'm planning Chun-Li cosplay, and I have no idea how to make her dress properly because I'm not an amazing sewer. No way. Like, so I'm just gonna buy it. It's fairly cheap, and I'm not confident in myself at all and trying to find a pattern for it or making one myself. This was like a big project for me. It was like a last minute decision, like playing Siege, like, oh, I want to cosplay her. Surprisingly, it ended up alright. It's not 100% accurate still, which bothers me
Well,
a lot.
you put your own style to it, which makes it better than I think in game. Like I said, with the flag style you did, definitely
Yeah, I
made it
did.
better.
I've got weld marks on here as well, and
Yeah,
like little dings from bullets and stuff, just because there was holes in it already. So I was like, why not just make it look like I've been actually shot at?
yeah, you made it look way much better than in games, so
Thank
I
you.
definitely like it.
The only thing I rushed was this. The little like wires on the arm. It's literally just foam attached to my glove.
Well, that works.
I did the night before con, but the night before we were travelling to London. It was like 3 a.m. and I was like, oh shit, I've got to make my arm piece. But it's attached to like.
That's when all the work gets done.
So I can't. When I pee, this just hangs next to me. Like the stool next to someone at the con is just a hand dangling on the floor. It's attached to me.
It's still a great addition. Like, I still got to do the rest of the radio pieces for Jaeger. However, I don't want to get it damaged most of the time during TikTok, so I'm slowly working on the back and the antenna on the back and everything. I'm slowly working on that. I want to get that done before, like, probably, I doubt I can get it done by the end of July, but I'll see if I can. I thought about buying it too. I could be lazy and just buy the whole set, but it's $90, and I'm not sure if I want to spend that money for 3D printed parts.
Yeah, that's also a factor in if you're gonna buy it or not. Is like, is it fairly priced? Yeah. Is it fucking expensive? And it's like, no, I'm not buying that.
Like with, damn, I don't think I have it on hand, but I have a Titanfall 2 up, and I just got 3D printed. It was like $40. It wasn't too expensive. It was just one of the pistols. It's not the Mozambique. But I had that. I bought that. That was good. Most of the stuff, it's a half and half. I buy and then I make with the Jaeger radio set and everything. I made with the helmet cover. I made, and just spray painting and painting in general.
Yeah.
The other half I buy. Like, there's no way I can physically make certain jackets or anything. That's impossible. So I have to buy it. Like with the Nafumi from Rising of a Shield Hero, I had to buy the whole set. And I also do mix where I'll buy the outfit and I'll improve upon it. And that's what I'm doing with this current one that I'm working on. Where I'm going to see what breaks, and then I'll just change it. Like, the belts that came with it are garbage, so I'm just going to buy new belts, and I'm going to see if I can make that better looking.
Yeah.
And I'll give the breakdown of my Rook cosplay also. The sweater is actually from my Spider-Man Noir cosplay that I've been using for like many costumes. These are my Deathstroke arm guards that I painted and like attached mesh to on some of it. The helmet was cheap as hell on Wish, so I just bought that. This mask is what I've used for like under like all my masks and helmets since like 2012. Yes, that was a phone, I think. And then I just had the plate carrier already and put some reflective tape on.
For Jaeger, it was the radio parts made out of cardboard. The pouches and everything, I had to research. I directly went through the pictures and zoomed in and found the exact pouches that I needed. The vest I had to buy. Most of the stuff I got from evike.com. The helmet was the trickiest part out of everything. I did a lot of research. And I just found it. And that was the main thing that pretty much costed the whole cosplay by itself. Just the helmet. Everything else I kind of had. I already had the jeans. I already had similar. Well, they're Nike shoes, but whatever. It close enough to Adidas. And
I just went downstairs today and I was like, ooh, those are Adidas.
Those are Adidas. Boy, that's Adidas. And I just found a website recently that sells those the actual helmet triple the price than it originally was, and they have replacement parts. So I'm excited to get the replacement parts in the mail because I want to do Coast Guard Jaeger for the summer event now. I mean, I thought about doing lifeguard, but I don't know. I think the Coast Guard close enough. The summer event's close enough. It's good.
I really like all the beach party things that have been coming out.
Yeah, the beach party.
I think I'm gonna add a grilling apron to mine.
Ooh, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, kiss the cook apron. Yeah,
kiss the cook for a plate.
Hey, come down, have a plate.
Come get your plates hot and ready.
Just like literally just putting food on like the trauma plates. I thought, you know, Rook, we talked about this. Thought we weren't gonna do the real plates this year.
It's changed. Everything's changed.
Makes a mistake, puts a dinner plate in his vest.
Yeah. I think that would be cool to have like a grilling cook, like Rook. That'd be fun. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna stick with the Coast Guard Jaeger for the pool party. I mean, it's close enough to looking like a lifeguard in a way.
Yeah.
I think it's close enough.
Because I actually did for TikTok, did a grilling video with like the actual grill on. So California heat, like 80 degrees outside or whatever, and then the barbecue also had fire going. So
that's rookie numbers compared to Florida.
Hey, we getting up there in California.
Well, I mean, you do have your firestorms. You do have your real battle royale firestorms up there, so.
Can't relate.
So how's your weather doing?
It's meant to be summer right now. It's been raining all week, like fully pissing it down non-stop. So, summertime, boys.
Summertime.
Summertime, boys. I love wearing a winter jacket to work in the summer. It's great.
Oh, actually, here's a question I just came up with. Have either of you ever hurt yourself making a TikTok video?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Multiple times, actually. When I used to make videos, I used to sit in a very weird position to get like the light to hit my face properly, so I actually had good lighting. I actually ended up breaking the chair that I used to use because I used to sit on it so weirdly. So there was a video. I kept it up. There's like a blooper, but I've deleted it now because it's fucking embarrassing. The leg coming off the chair and then sliding up and like hitting me in the side as I fall. Like the bruise was humongous on the side of me. I fell over during videos before as well.
Same.
I had my lamp shade and light fall onto me because I like kicked it or hit it or something. It just wriggled off and then the light popped and everything. So that was a good time. Pretty sure there's a video where I set fire to myself as well. Being edgy with lighters and stuff, and then like hairspray, wig, gel, gone.
That's the video I want to see.
It's in my draft still, I'm pretty sure. Of me just like all edgy, then just.
What's that YouTube channel, Fail Army?
What?
The Fail Compilations channel, I think it's Fail Army?
Yeah, it's probably Fail Army. There's a lot of fail channels.
Might see that video on there once it gets uploaded.
I don't know, it might violate community guidelines. Fire bad.
Fire bad.
I don't know, like, if you've seen my videos, like, I film next to my bed a lot. I've done, like, a falling video where, like, just out of frame, I accidentally bashed, like, my spine and, like, the back of my head against the bed post. And, like, I, like, purposely throw myself back backwards for, like, comedy. And I've, like, landed, like, flat on my back and it's hurt. The things we do for TikTok.
Oh, the love, what we do for TikTok. I think not much for me. I think the most I have is scrape my shins just trying to crouch and sitting there in a video trying to do videos. I think there's a video where I've tripped in a wrong way and almost, like, I want to say bent my foot in the wrong direction. But I luckily landed on that. I believe the Gibby one was an alright one, but I've easily could have. I've almost messed that up completely because I had to read through that 10 times of falling in a chair, and there's only 2 times I barely just missed the chair somehow. Otherwise, I don't think I really had any injuries besides scrapes.
Does sitting up like this for like 6 hours trying to find songs on TikTok count as hurting yourself?
Pretty
Yep,
much.
I know the feeling.
Yeah,
I
like
sat-
you get into cosplay at like 9 p.m. because it's like, cool, everyone's going to bed soon. I can be a little weirdo in my room and get into cosplay, and then you do like 3, check the time, and it's 4 a.m. and it's like, oh, you get into bed, your spine starts popping.
Oh, will you look at that? It's been hours.
Yeah.
Sit there for like ever, and there are times where I sit there and go, shit, what video should I do at?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's...
I sit in front of this light when I do TikToks, and it's really hot, like ridiculously hot, so I'm like sweating double because of it. But if I don't have it, it's just horrible and dark. I don't like it. That counts as hurting yourself, right?
Yeah.
hurting yourself mentally.
Oh. Oh, and having like a whack sleep schedule because you stayed, like you said, like staying up late till everybody goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I work the night shift, so works for me.
But then it's always funny when like someone catches you like mid TikTok video doing something. It's like you saw nothing.
Sorry, Chief,
Surprisingly,
never
I haven't
happened.
had that happen yet.
Me neither.
No one comes in my room when I'm here.
Cause I did like a Deadpool one like early off it when I started TikTok, and like so it was like the Deadpool mask like to my nose, and then I covered like the bottom of my face in fake blood.
Oh
Then it was
no.
like my mom walked down. It's like, hey.
Fuck this shit, I don't know.
How do you even explain that as well? Like, they won't know what a TikTok is.
When you're watching anime and it gets to that the awkward moment and you're like, hold on, wait a second, Mom, this isn't what it looks like.
Which is why I watch anime with headphones on.
Exactly. In story.
Oh, subbed anime.
Oh, awkward moments and misunderstandings.
I swear, it's not porn, I swear.
I swear, Mom, it's not. It's just off-brand anime.
It's just an anime that could be slightly considered it.
Meanwhile, I keep on getting recommended on YouTube illegal memes.
Same.
I don't know.
actually put it on in the background.
YouTube, let's demonetize all the historian videos about World War II. But let's put all the weird pedophile stuff right on the For You page.
Yeah, YouTube needs to fix its shit with that too a little bit.
Thank you.
Next question.
A new question approaches.
A new question has arrived.
Have you ever done casual cosplay?
Like out in the open.
I've done full cosplay out in the open, like going shopping. Like, I had a Hatsune Miku wig. That was like the first wig I ever got. And you're fucking damn right, I went into city centre, central Birmingham, UK, in a bright blue wig. Not to really do anything. Like I got bubble tea, sat down in a Starbucks, full wig and everything. So I have no shame at all.
Well, like, I've done like Little Tokyo, like video and photo shoots in full cosplay, which is just like a little section of Los Angeles. And it's like it's somewhat like okay because people do cosplay there, but still it's weird. Like I guess to see me in like tactical gear that's also armor.
SWAT gear.
Yeah, you can't really do tactical gear in public in the United States.
You can't carry them. We have
unless you're in a few states.
No, Florida.
California, you can't.
Just police everywhere.
I am the police.
I am the law.
I am the law. I've only done like shopping once and had it, so nothing. Oh shit! Alarm! Oh no! Shit.
Copyrighted.
Jesus Christ!
Sorry about that. I had an alarm set for in case I overslept. Shit. Already good.
Was that the song I think it is?
Yes, it is the Halo song. All my ringtones and everything are Halo.
Oh, that brings back some memories.
Oh, I've been so sorry about that. That was not bad.
Man, I really need to find the other shoulder patch of this armor.
One day, Johnny.
I was wondering why you only had one.
I feel I'm gonna end up like having to make both of them from scratch. Because right when I wanted to do this cosplay, I figured out I couldn't find the other one, and it's nowhere to be found.
I mean, I found one cosplay that I'm working on in the background. I do have like a leg drop piece, but I mean, it works. I cut the straps to make it much closer, so that works.
These are knee pads. But I sewed a little ring onto the plate carrier that I had, and it's literally just like a Velcro strap attaching it.
I see.
Yeah, and then like one under here as well. It just clips. That I tore apart like an old camelback like harness thing, put the straps off of it, painted it all black, and use it for this. Worked out pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just have the straps, and I just cut the ends of it, and just get rubber tape. That way, it just looks more natural. With it.
I think I'm gonna make it too, so I can have like the Velcro for the patches that I need to put on the arms, like just where I need it to be, instead of this one, which is just like a strip that's way too small for the circle patch.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next meme.
I've got about 30 minutes before I need to skedaddle.
Alright, hop past those. Let's hop through these questions then.
I guess this is for everybody. Weirdest cosplay experience. I know it was halfway answered already, but...
Overwatch meetup, Widowmaker, where we're all doing our poses and stuff. I'm like short, so I'm like kind of almost doing a squat pose in front of people because they're too tall. And someone like put fingers in like my crack as I was like squatting down.
Oh no.
In this like pose, and the photo's being taken, and I was like, well, I want a good photo, so I just let it happen. And this dude was fully just like
oh boy.
in between my bodysuit, like feeling me up. Turned around and he was gone. He just disappeared, like Shadow Realm, went for a portal or some shit. We couldn't find him and never heard of it again.
Shit, it must have been that lobster man. Inside joke.
Sounds like a demon to me.
It's that lobster man I photoshopped it. Shit, that does sound extremely creepy. And I just had at the most, like I said, just that furry follow me for quite a long bit. So that was about it.
I've had a guy bend the knee to me when I was Deadpool.
And then there's I believe you told the story of a Deadpool cosplayer like grabbing your ass, was it?
Yep, double hand in both cheeks.
What
I don't know what
yeah.
it is about Deadpool cosplayers, because there's like hundreds of them at Archon, and they just think they can do whatever the fuck they want, and it really pisses me off. Like they're so touchy, and they think they can come up to you and say anything. It's really annoying. There is one good, my favourite one. He comes to like every single con. He rides a unicycle and he has a tuba and he just rides around like playing the tuba and that's it. Doesn't harass anybody or anything. He's great.
I've had a really good one where he dresses up like who is it? Gosh, I can't remember. Bob Ross. That's right. He dressed up as the Bob Ross version. And he sits there. He has a drawing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm drawing you something very great. I'm getting your facial expressions." And he turns around and just draws a dick, essentially.
Yeah.
That's probably the best one I've seen. That's been just a good jokester. Otherwise, the rest are all I feel nuisance.
Well, there's also the King Deadpool cosplayer, D Pity.
Yeah.
He actually gets consent from people before annoying them, though.
Yeah, no, I've been in a few of his videos, just like doing weirdness. It's weird to see him like always lurking sometimes, like looking for people to put in his videos.
Sorry, what Travis? What was that?
What was what?
You just.
Well, I got close to the cam. I don't understand. I just got close to the cam.
What?
I don't understand. This girl's high for marbles, I swear.
Close camera gang.
I just wanted to get closer, that's all. You know, to get more to you.
I can never find like a good camera distance.
No, I just mostly sit back to show a bit of my cosplay, but sometimes I just want to get closer. That way you can see the more details, like little details.
All the details.
Do you know what an artist and a sniper have in common? Details.
There it is.
Taking these off. They're too hot.
I think one cosplay I never want to do is the Elite glass. That's too much. That's too hot. Straight up.
Are you gonna do the Elite
jacket.
Jaeger though?
Do the what Jaeger?
The Elite Jaeger.
I've been suggested. I originally let somebody else do. I like to get characters that not many people do, or rare. Somebody originally was doing a Elite Jaeger. I was like, all right. However, they turned out not to be a great person in the community, which got banned for that, for a lot of things. And I don't know. I thought about it. I had opportunities, but I just feel like sticking with base Jaeger and maybe doing the little other colorful different things. I don't know. I still am undecided. Also, I mean, I do have his goggles like saved on eBay, so I can get those anytime. It's just everything else. Yeah.
Like, there's a cosplay site that I buy from that sells the whole thing, like everything.
Yeah, I saw that too. I could do that, but I feel really bad for going the obvious, like, cheap way in a sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Because I look at it and I could think to myself, I could easily find these pieces or I can easily find this, but I don't know. I might just I could just do that as an alternate, buy it and then just see if it looks good. And if it looks like garbage, I won't use it. And if some parts of it look good.
You can use some parts from it, yeah.
Yeah, use some of the parts I could do that too. I could improvise with that, so.
I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna do Elite Rook just because I don't like the way the helmet looks. It's just like basically just the face window with this full face showing.
Basically Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, basically like French Buzz Lightyear. And I would need to buy a new helmet and get the symbol that's on the forehead of it.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be cool.
And I would need like to buy this vest again, but fabric painted.
You know, I was going to do Legion. However, there's a lot of Legion cosplayers probably. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna slowly back up here. I have the helmet, I have the stickers, I have the goggles. That part ready up. I have the vest. And now I'm just using vest for other cosplays, but it still works. But I'm thinking if I'm going to do another siege, I'm probably gonna do a male alibi. Because I haven't really seen a male alibi, so I thought that'd be creative. I already got the goggles.
Yeah.
So I think that's the next thing I will work on.
When I ordered all my Valkyrie stuff, I then saw Quasi's videos, and then I was like, maybe I'll do Zafir, because I like Zafir, and then we got Zafir in the group. I was like, oh, shit. But I do want to do Capcan at some point. I'm just saving up for it, because it's pretty fucking expensive.
Squats. The Russian stuff is always expensive no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah. Like
$109 for my fuse camo.
Yeah, Brian spent upward to what, $1,000? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't got that kind of money.
I don't got that kind of money, Chief. He's getting that bonus pay. He's getting that bonus pay, hey, for killing them terrorists.
All right. Do either of you have questions for the group?
I mean, when was, I guess you said, when did you start playing Siege, and what made you really get into the Siege cosplay? I know Chris's answers, but I want to hear Emmy's.
Last year or year before?
Like, do you remember what Operation?
Outbreak. And then I started playing.
Premier, yeah.
I started playing because of my boyfriend. I hated the game to begin with. I despised it purely because he spent all his time on it and not paying attention to me, but that's unrelated. And then he was like, oh, just play it with me. Started playing it. I was like, okay, it's not too bad. And then I started playing solo and getting really sweaty, and now I can't stop playing it. And I never even thought to cosplay as it, but my boyfriend started doing a Zhejian loadout for airsoft. And I was like, maybe I should do that. I made Twitch at the time, so I wanted to do Twitch, but it just proved to be too expensive for me at the time, because I didn't really want to spend all that money not knowing if I'd actually like it. So I did Cab first, because she's easy. Like, literally so easy. I had the things for her lying around already. And since then it's been every night looking online at airsoft shops, like, what can I buy? What can I use this for?
What can I buy?
Yeah. I think my goal is to do all the girls, because I like all the girls. I only really want to do Capcan out of the dudes. I don't really care about anybody else.
I was gonna say, I mean, being a little sexist there, not doing any of the guys. I don't know about that, Chief. 2019
I only really play as the girls in there as well, which is kind of bad. But cute. So
I just want to do Alibi because I don't really see a male Alibi, and also I'm pretty dedicated towards the operator since I bought the actual firearm of her weapon, the civilian version, so I'm really on the verge of just focusing on that.
Yeah, I think it'd look cool. I'd be interested to see how you did it.
It'd probably just look like Maestro, a little bit like lighter version of Maestro, to be fair, with this beard. Because when I did my Half-Life opposing force, they're like, is that Maestro? And I was like, no, please, not again.
I just had the cursed image thought. Just have me just wearing Ella's stuff.
Oh no! I thought about that too.
A thick boy Ella.
I thought about for the ironic memes buying an Ella outfit and just purposely doing a bunch of TikToks and just essentially showing off my ass and be like, I'm not like any other boy or girl.
Oh yeah, Ella. I just like lied completely. Ella was my first cosplay because I had a green wig and like a vaguely army style jacket and a backpack. So I was like,
All right.
It checks out, Chief.
To be honest, that's what made me start doing TikToks more as well. Because my Ella videos got a lot of like likes and stuff, which was like a shock to me at the time. Like all my followers came from those Ella videos that I made. So I owe Ella my life basically.
Ella
She owns
is
my soul.
Like I said, I just did 4 videos, and I was like, I'm gonna uninstall the app. I just wanted to see what it was all about. And then the 4th video blew. I'm like, hold up a second, Chief. There's Siege people on here on this app.
On this conversation.
There are Siege people on
Wait
this
a second. There's Siege on this app. I'm about to capitalize on this.
Oh my god, you got Siege on this app?
I'm about to capitalize on this.
What? Y'all got Siege?
Y'all got any more of
Siege on
that
your phone.
Siege?
Oh, they
No?
better not make a mobile version of Siege.
Oh, well, they do have a mobile game coming out. Ubisoft is, and I've already signed up for it, and it looks kind of bad. They're going to have all Ubisoft game titles into one thing, so it's going to be interesting to see that.
'Cause I remember, like,
questions or
let me check. I might have left one out. Check my list.
I'm gonna
check
start
it twice, too.
skedaddling soon.
Skedaddle, skedoodle. Dick is now a noodle.
Yep. Which is better, if a cosplay is easy to wear and comfortable, or that it looks very accurate and accurate to what it is supposed to look like, as in armor cosplays or cosplays that include things other than fabric?
Wait, what?
Alright, start again.
Sorry. My brain just...
I guess, in a nutshell, would you rather have it a cosplay more comfortable, more fitting, or would you rather have more accurate one, but more, I guess, less flexible?
This pretty much proves that I'd rather have it to be more accurate. This is... I can't move properly in this.
Travis, did
I
you say
can't, like-
accurate?
Accurate.
Accurate.
So I went to speech class.
I thought you were doing DJ Khaled there.
Accurate.
Accurate. I'd rather have more accurate.
You got that there,
accuracy.
accurate?
I'd rather have it more accurate, because I ain't got no time to be relaxing.
Are you finished? Are you done? Making fun of my accent.
Yes.
I was doing redneck accent, but alright.
Yeah, I didn't know redneck and UK are the same. Who knew? Shit.
You learn new things every
You learn
day.
new thing every day.
Alright, I think that is it. It's time for the outro, unless either of you want to shout something out, any new cosplays coming.
Finishing Valk. That's about it. Nothing else planned.
Cool.
Ella, big booty cosplay.
yeah.
Never coming. Maybe donate to my Primo Snapchat.
Subscribe to my Patreon.
Subscribe. Hit that like button.
Subscribe.
Smash
I'm
that like
desperate.
button.
I need money.
Please. I'm so
Please.
broke.
I'm so
I'll
broke.
do anything
I
for
need
money.
help. I'm mentally unstable.
just give me the money now.
Give me all the cuddles in the bag.
Sir, do you know that it's a fake gun? Shut up, it's real in my mind.
The depression isn't real in my mind.
Shut up, the unicorn right over there says it's a real gun. Alright, time for the outro. Alright, as always everybody, this has been Cosplay Time. Thank you for watching. I am Chris, aka Mr. Zoom _2028.
My name is I'm Travis, aka I don't main Jaeger. Mine. Oh my god.
I do not mind Jaeger.
And me, soywht, TikTok.
One last dab.
Follow me. Yeah.